But anyways, I wanted to chime in on the Dr. Umar thing. I don't agree with this thing that black women they don't value man. Uh, in my experience and what I'm exposed to and what I'm able to see is it's not all black men, and it's not a black man. It's more like certain type of man. You know what I'm saying? Like specific black men, like black men that ain't got their shit together, or you know what I'm saying, black men that's on this hood shit and in the streets and violent and not really having shown any ambition on how to on wanting to get and not getting out of the hood or doing anything productive or successful. A lot of the women I talk to that are black, they want a black man. They want a black man. It's just it's certain black men is just not hitting for them. It's not that they don't value him. It's just a specific black man. I mean, if he's hitting, if he's checking all the boxes
Hey,
and he's
but
successful.
You got to mention argumentative. It's a lot of men who can't interact with anybody really. They hella argumentative, and they somehow bring the same response out of every person they talk to, woman or man. And you not can't be in no relationship with nobody like that.
oh yeah, no, a lot of men, a lot of niggas nowadays are lame as hell. They
And I
don't know, they don't know how to talk, they don't know how to carry themselves, all of that. And to Darwin's point, I agree, but the issue is that a lot of women are saying that behind closed doors much rather than saying that out in the public. You know what I'm saying? Out in public, it's all niggas ain't shit, but behind closed doors, it's all I want a black man, and that's contradictive because it's going to, as it's been doing, further push the same narratives that's been going on now, because now everybody is agreeing with it, and whole time they actually want a black man. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you 100%, but the fact that they are doing it behind closed doors more so than doing it out in the open, I think that's the problem.
Well, what I'm starting to really see that was very different is that over time things changed. Back then, black women just they used to love black man no matter he couldn't do nothing wrong. It doesn't matter. You had the Black Panthers, women standing and fighting with these dudes, wearing the afros, all this stuff. Like it just wasn't nothing. You couldn't tell a black woman about a black man that was. She would always think he was right. But I think whenever you started shifting economy and opportunity, and it started to land in a woman's hand where she can have her own opportunity to live her lifestyle, and she didn't necessarily have to put up with a black man's shit because centuries, even when a black man was cheating and just doing a woman wrong and having 5 babies with her and 3 in the neighborhood a couple blocks, black women would just love his dirty drawers no matter what. But then it came a time where he didn't.
Like you, I'm sorry, I don't think
it was survival at that point, and now it's like, oh, I don't have to survive anymore. I can thrive. So now the tables are turned. Now all of these guys, all of the norm of putting up with a black man shit no matter what is gone now. It's more like, oh, I can do bad all by myself. I can create my own lifestyle, and I can find one of you niggas that's gonna give me a baby anyways.
Oh my God.
I don't know, Darwin. I feel like it's a part of. I agree with that part. It's as far as like you don't have to put up with somebody's shit, or you can do bad by yourself. But what about the women who I hear these stories from so many friends, from so many? Like I went out with some successful women, and my friend said the guy Home Depot. The man worked at Home Depot, and she said he turned her down, and she's a nice looking older, 56 older woman. And it's like, why would you struggle with somebody that's not there? And I think what I'm seeing and what I've experienced my own self with these new era men who are older and younger is they looking for caretakers. They're looking for a parental figure. They're looking for someone to help them figure it out. And yes, we are there to be helpmates as far as in that ideology of what it should be, but not to be the sacrificial lamb. And what I see with a lot of these relationships
How
that
how does a how does a how does a help meet compare
helpmates,
to how
a
does a helpmate help meet, how does that compare to being a sacrificial lamb?
because if I say I'm the breadwinner or I make more money, my salary is a little more than yours, right? But you still contributing, you still got income or whatever the case. Because most women, I'll tell you, from what I see, most women have the bag up right now. So you have a lot of men. Prime example.
How how does being a helpmate compare to being a sacrificial lamb?
Because if I'm helping you and you're not meeting me at the level of a mental support, a spiritual support, not, not making sure that I'm doing everything as far as like making it work in the equation where you just feeling like, oh, I gotta show up, but I'm coming home every night, but I'm not putting in the value work to really make this relationship work. And the woman is also making more, contributing more because she's making more, then she's definitely the sacrificial lamb. Because if I'm gonna help you, I want to help motivate you. I'm a contribute to the relationship, but I'm not gonna do it all. It has to be an even yoke. And so that's where I feel like it's uneven. What you see a lot of these marriages and relationships with the men or the women that have more, or less. And it's like the woman is doing everything, to try to make the relationship work. And the man is sitting there regretting her, or not regretting her, resenting her because he's not in that position. And it's like, I feel like a lot of it comes
So
from,
if that's the case, then that from what you just said, it sounds like the woman is creating a space for that man to feel resentful about it. So is that woman throwing it in his face? Like I don't understand. Like I hear what you're saying, but
no, but
it's so
possibly
to me.
it could be possible, but sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's just when a person is not, like Darren said, you have to know who you're dating. You have to know, what league to stay in. If you think you gonna go get a BBL chick that's already got a bag, that's already seeing this one and that one, and you think that woman is gonna be faithful to you, or that she's going to be loyal to you in that sense, and you're not meeting her in the sense of even just being faithful. Maybe it's not even about your money, it's about your faithfulness. It's about you being there for her, supporting her mentally and opposed to financially, and she's doing all of that for you. The resentment comes in most men, and I'm not going to say all, but most men that I've seen. I have a friend that's a A-list celebrity. I saw her be with the man. I saw him have nothing, and he resented her because he didn't have it. And it wasn't that she was throwing it in his face. I seen it. I saw her submit to this person,
So
and he
I
didn't
so look, not
consider
I've
her.
seen people have that argument, and a lot of it comes from black men. We got to value ourselves outside of money. If you put yourself as my only worthy job in this relationship, what I bring is providing, and you isolate yourself. So if she does make more money than you or do better than you,
You got to be comfortable with that. If you
yeah.
really care, you got to be comfortable with that. And most men are not comfortable because society teaches that men should be the providers. They should be the breadwinners.
But
So
you
Can I
you
ask a
have a
question,
but
lot
you
of
Sister
just
Carla?
but
huh?
you just
Can
but
I
you
ask you a
just
question?
contradicted that with saying that in that position that the woman is the sacrificial lamb.
No, I said in that
So it
position, the man that's not meeting her emotionally,
So
spiritually, or even
I,
supportively, she's the sacrificial lamb when he chooses not to step up in those ways where it's not about the money. Most women will tell you who have themselves established and have money, they would choose a man that was loyal and committed and faithful over a man that has money. Most of the women who are like-minded and really know who they are, they care about finances. Everybody cares. A man cares about
Mhm.
finance. But I'm saying, if she's the breadwinner, and she's willing to sacrifice that. She's not looking for the money. She doesn't care about the bag. She just wants you to be committed and be the man in the gap and be there for her, and you're not, then yes, she ultimately does become the sacrificial lamb.